Good. Welcome back to a special edition of Bros Talk MMA. This is Bros Talk MMA for real, y'all. I'm your host, Utica, undeniably the illest cat around, aka Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. Here with my bro host extraordinaires.
It's your boy Darren T, Mr. Moneymaker, Mr. Paper Chaser. Who we got on the other side of the computer, man?
Ray Bucks, Chuckle Jordan, Mr. Smack it and don't miss.
Oh, hold on one second. I'd like to bring something up real quick. I believe I took the card twice in a row. This is back to back, like butt cheeks, right?
It is back to back like butt cheeks. Caught me my one. Good job, my guy. We're still positive ROI for 2 weeks on the Buck side.
Absolutely. I mean, none of us really had a bad card.
Not at all, not at all.
No, but I feel like it's even more enjoyment I get out of it. You know what I mean? Because you guys kick my ass week after week. If it's not one of you, it's both of you. So it's just kind of nice to just get that chip off my
Hey,
shoulder.
bro.
You know what
You
I'm
know what I
saying?
mean? The sun shines on a dog's ass every now and again, and a broken clock is right twice a day.
Who the fuck owns broken clocks?
Well, folks, we are here to just have discussion. Let's talk about what's on the horizon. Let's talk about this first event of the year. I mean, this first quarter, is going to be packed with events. They're going to go back to back with pay-per-views. Let's start with this first pay-per-view that we got going on. January 24th, I believe, we have UFC 324. We're not going to give picks. This isn't a picks prediction show, nothing like that.
We're just loose talk MMA, pretty much. Anything that's blowing right now, that's hot for topic. Anything going from Ilya Taporia and his bad marriage that has nothing to do with MMA, but hey, let's talk about it.
So chat, let's get live. Make sure that send us the questions, give us your thoughts and opinions. We got Cesar Marin in the chat.
What's up, Cesar?
Gangsters? My guy's been making paper, low-key, y'all. Yo, make sure you see this profile in the chat. You go subscribe to his channel now, and don't miss out on the money, y'all. My man's over here making loot. He posts his wins on his shorts, so make sure you go check him out.
Yo, Cesar, yeah, it got me into, I'm betting more NBA now. I think the last bet I made was for Jokic to fucking do a triple-double, and then I just bet the money line. Won both of them. I'm like, oh, man, I got the bug. Like, I'm not even supposed to have this bug, but I got this bug back, so shouts out to Cesar. You know what I mean? Fucking, this guy is, I'm going to have to give up the whole moniker, Parlay God.
I'm telling you,
know
my
what I mean?
man's has the vision.
You know what I mean? I might just have to be the Parlay King and just pass it along to my homie.
We're talking, I see this dude getting like $400 payouts, man. Like, and he posts it. He got the receipts. So make sure you go subscribe to my guy. Make sure that you check us out when this next event comes up, giving our thoughts on parlay builds, fights to not go the distance. But with all that being said, to get back to UFC 324, like I said, we're not giving picks and predictions on this show. But what I want to know, guys, is how do we feel about this event? Now, is it actually like a dope, stacked, awesome way to, start out the Paramount era? Or is it just that we're about to go 6 weeks without fights, and so we're going to be just starving for anything? And, does that really legitimize Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje for interim title as a main event of this card?
Well, there's a lot of things going on here. There's a lot of bad blood with Arman Sarukian, offering to train Justin Gaethje for a Paddy Pimblett fight. Got Ilya Taporia going through a marriage and accusations of DV, which nothing we really take lightly. But the discussion is really the fact that, like, I'll admit I'll take every single DV accusation under consideration. I'll never just blow anything because the loss for it is costly. But you can't believe, you gotta, when money comes into the situation, you know what I mean, big time money, you can't help but have alternative egos, or not egos, but incentives for for these women, and you got to be realistic with it. You know what I mean? So if I could accept one, I could accept the other because seems to be a lot of from my personal opinion, if she was really doing something, something would have came out a long time ago. You know what I mean? This isn't something that just sits underneath the boiling pot for a long time that nobody talks about. What do you think, Ray?
I got 1,000 other ways to get canceled, so I'm just gonna like not talk about fucking Tapori and DV. You know what I mean? I'll get myself in trouble here in the next 5 minutes by talking about something completely.
No, I'm
fucking
not gonna say
different.
nothing terrible. I'm just saying
I'm just not gonna say anything because
probably a good thing.
What does your mom tell you? If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say shit, or if you just know, bro. Like,
Well, you definitely have not like practiced that on this fucking show,
hey,
but
I just said there's 1,000.
if we're turning a new leaf right now, then hey, everybody, give it up for refined Ray Bucks.
Do you think it's gonna affect his career though?
There's definitely not being refined at all. It's just that
Do you think it's
I've
gonna?
got 1,000 other ways to do it.
Do you think the controversy is gonna affect his career? Because he's not gonna fight till later on now.
Do we have a fight picked for him in the upcoming months?
Right now, he made an official statement that he's stepping away due to what's going on in his life right now. So, I mean, he wants to return as soon as possible, but at the same time, he might be stripped before he even makes a comeback just due to keeping the division going and, legitimizing these guys who are going to fight.
They have an interim belt for that division, don't they?
Yeah, they're going to do an interim belt for Gaethje and Patty. And then that is who's supposed to fight Topuria down the line. But depending on how long he truly is out, they might just strip him before that, put the undisputed on whoever just won that fight, and then have them go on to face whoever, Armin or whoever it is that they got lined up. But, I mean, I'm kind of with my bro on this one. Like, I'm not in it like Emmett. I wasn't there. I don't know what's going on, but I will say,
fighter in the UFC right
what
now.
I will say is extortion is a business, freaking more than ever these days. So all I'm saying is sometimes I'm glad I'm not rich because it automatically makes you a target. But if you're wilding out, that's. Also,
problems.
You're gonna piss off the wrong person, and then you're gonna get exposed. So I mean, like Darren said, it goes both ways. But yeah, ultimately, I'm gonna stay out of that one. But
Okay.
hypothetically speaking, let's think about this real quick. If out of Gaethje and Patty, depending on who wins, how do you think they fare against the Topuria, whether it's Gaethje or Patty? What do you think, they do against the Ilia Topuria, especially fresh off of legal trouble, ready to probably knock someone the fuck out?
I think Ilia Topuria slaps either one of them in the mouth, allegedly like he slapped his wife.
This motherfucker.
I said allegedly. Did you not hear it?
See this motherfucking playing sneaky, bro?
You ain't shit, Ray.
Lying like a motherfucker. This was ready and raring to get
I'm gonna
canceled. This
stick
one
out
said,
of
"Oh,
this."
I don't want to get canceled." In his mind, he's like, "I can't wait to get canceled."
Hey, you're never gonna be allowed to be the voice of reason ever again. I don't fucking hear it from you.
I guess April Fools came early, y'all. Courtesy of your boy.
I said allegedly, bro.
Yeah, what?
Hey.
I think trajectory. This could be something. This could be the if Topuria comes back and does lose to anybody, it'll be an excuse for people to be like, oh well, he went through this and he was all good and up until he went to that. You know what I mean? So I hate to see a guy that's on the top of his game go out like that. John Jones, to personal problems and shit.
I mean, also he's already talking about too, or whether this is some clickbait or whatever, but they've also been talking about him saying that he plans to leave MMA pretty soon anyways to
boxing?
transition into boxing, But that might have just got derailed at the same time too, because I know he was flirting with and trying to push, for this fight against Terrence Crawford. and Terrence Crawford dubbed it, all that
He
good
just
stuff.
retired.
And now he just retired. So I feel like Topuria was saying that so that he could transition over and really start pushing for that fight. But now that shit's gone. So, he needs to just hunker down, get his mind right, get everything, sorted out, and then come back ready to fight and, ready to make some money, recoup some of those legal fees. And yeah, bro, I mean, now if you ask me how he's going to fare against a Patty or a Gaethje, like,
Knocking him out. He's
I mean, I
knocking
think he
him out
knocks
right
either
now.
one of them out. Gaethje's going to want to stand and bang, so that's a knockout. And then you got Patty, who he'll play around a little bit, but then eventually he'll know like he needs to go ahead and get this to the ground. But Poirier's nasty on the ground.
trying to pull Poirier to the ground. Also, I guess the question really is where's Gaethje at with this? Where do you guys think Gaethje's at mindset? Is he really ready to take another title run and try to, you know what I mean? Or is he just kind of filling in a fight for Paddy Pimblett? Because I feel like, his leg kicks were a lot more effective earlier in his career. But, as time went on, I felt like maybe Father Time got to him. Because I see him fight a lot more cautiously, like he should have earlier in his career. But, he just doesn't fight the same, I don't think.
Gaethje's a hell of a fighter. I just don't. Yeah, I don't think he fights the same. I think. That Holloway knockout was, vicious. Again, hats off to Gaethje for the fact that he, stood in the ring and just threw blows like he was in a phone booth, even though he had, 6 feet behind him and 6 feet to the side of him. But I just don't know if he's the same fighter anymore.
No, he's definitely not. He's still a good fighter. I feel like he's more of a gatekeeper from here on out. Not from here on out, but just as of recent. And hear me out. So he comes into this fight game, and as a walk-me-down fighter, it takes a lot of damage. You know what I mean? And now he's a little bit more on the reserve side as we would like to see him, you know what I mean? Still throw caution to the wind, still not scared to get knocked out. I feel like those leg kicks that when he first came in, if he would have built off of something else as far as his game and used his leg kicks as like another different type of, use his weapons differently, he could have possibly been a champion instead of just come in and, dog shit whip the fucking shit out of, what is it, not Sean.
Tony Ferguson?
No, the black guy.
Michael Johnson?
Michael Johnson. Dog shit, whipped the shit out of him with his legs, just beat him into submission with leg kicks. If he would have utilized that weapon better with other things he had going on, he would have had like a longer trajectory of a career, of a healthy career. You know what I'm saying? As to now to where he's kind of having to be more reserved, and I think protecting yourself is way better than fucking getting knocked out. And in my opinion.
Well, also I think that he made himself. I'm not gonna say he's one-dimensional, but he's chosen one sort of path, which is just stand-up
Brutal
fighting.
fucking violence.
So he's probably shorted himself on the title chances that he's already gotten because he never chose to keep his grappling up to par. Like, okay, you may have takedown defense, but it's starting to show now that these guys are relentless grapplers. They're getting their cardio up. They're at the championship level. Those guys are going to keep stringing together takedowns. So there comes a point where you have to become a full-fledged mixed martial artist. You can't be out here just standing on. Sure. And even so, like, your takedown game has to be on 100. You have to be on Peter Yan style. Like, you have to be Peter fucking Yan now at this point.
The best to ever do it, to just try to use his hands, Cody Garbrandt. It worked until it didn't. You know what I mean?
Well, he was getting slept, so it wasn't even like we never even got a chance except for with Figgy.
He had the fastest hands, and the best boxing there for a little bit. Like had the most crisp boxing, but it took more than that to beat a guy like T.J. Dillashaw.
Garbrandt. I think Garbrandt's biggest problem, and I think that's on a more of a superficial level, is that he was all hands. He was always fucking injured. He was always injured. He was always never 100% when he went to a fight, because he, in my opinion, he overtrained. And I think he might even say that himself that he overtrained. Um, so Garbrandt really never ever went to a fight 100%. But the fact that he was able to do as much damage as he did in the UFC is impressive to me.
Well, let's stay somewhat on topic. With Gaethje, you know, he if he plans to ever win the title, okay, he wins this interim title. I mean, first off, he's going to go against Patty. Patty's going to try to grapple him. If he gets submitted by Patty, he's going to retire, y'all. I'm telling you right now. He's going to retire. The only way he's going to fight again is after he wins this title so that he has a shot to win it undisputed, and then he might just retire undisputed and just vacate right there. I don't even know if he'll defend it.
I think you're right. I think you're on something.
I think the only reason why Gaethje's even fighting right now is because he's getting this shot. Because he basically said, "I'm going to take my ball and go home if you guys don't give me a title shot."
If you look in the past trajectory of these fights, he's come in for the UFC and saved some of these cards. You know what I mean? He's never said no to any of these fights. He's always, he's been a company man. So it makes sense why he would expect the UFC to throw him a bone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. But, both times he vied for the title, it was against guys with good grappling. Khabib fucking folded him up. And then Charles Oliveira folded him up. I watched that shit live. And fucking, he had nothing going for Charles. He had nothing going for him. I think he rocked him once, but then Charles, got himself together and then ended up choking him out. And he has to understand, you're only gonna get to that title if you shore up some of this grappling. Like, you either have to have Peter Yan fucking on 1,000 takedown defense.
He has to evolve. You're right. He has to evolve some way with something with this game. Something that, whether he's going to the ground first and then trying to do the ground and pound down there. He's got to do something different. You know what I mean?
Because it's going to be Patty. Then after that, it's going to be Armin. And if it wasn't, and then if it isn't, it's going to be Ilya. And fucking Ilya's got grappling too. That's probably his best route. Is he better hope Ilya comes back so that he can actually just stand and bang. But then outside of that, then it's more grappling. Shit, if it wasn't Ilya, then it'd be Islam. I mean, bruh, he has to know that this is his last shot and that his ability to grapple has to be fucking there, or else he's just going to find himself looking up at the lights again, ready to go dim and fucking tap out.
I think, to your point, if let's pretend Justin Gaethje wins this fight over Paddy Pimblett, and so he gets the shot over Ilia Topuria for an interim title. I mean, well, already has the interim, but interim to actual title fight, and that happens, and he wins, He's a UFC fighter. Very few UFC fighters, I can name one, Khabib, has gone out on top. You know what I mean? Not really, because John Jones still wants to fight on the fucking on the White House card. So that's not really out on top because he's still doing whatever piss tests or whatever it calls testing. You know what I mean? USADA. So that being said, none of them ever. They always believe they got that one more bite in the tank, that one more round in the tank.
I think Khabib fucking bowed out just so he could say a Russian is the best wrestler of all time.
I don't think he did that. No.
Why else would you bow out before letting some upcoming?
He got out of it like fucking Jordan did. His dad died. He was you know what I mean? Fuck this shit. I'm done with it. And I promised. What do you say? I promised my mom that I would.
Said, I don't want you fighting no more. This is what he says. My mother asked me to stop fighting, so that's why I'm stopping fighting, because my father isn't here for me to have any real meaning behind this, because we accomplished our dream together. Now it's time for me to carry on his legacy. So he literally said, there's nothing you can pay me to fucking get me back into the cage game.
Weren't they talking about possibly paying him to come back and fight somebody on the White House card?
I mean,
they had like some Saudi prince or whatever with a shit ton of money. That was offering up a bunch of money for Khabib.
Turkey Al-Sheikh probably is who it is, and bruh, I'm sure they're willing to offer him boxing money. I bet they'll give him mad loot. But you know, sometimes those dudes that are those cultures that are all about just fucking, you know, principles, and they stand on them shits.
This is real shit. This is not a racial shit or no weird shit.
No, of course not.
Fucking Dana White said there has been contracts where he's literally bought goats for fighters, for these Dagestani fighters. Like, that's their shit. Like, I want 50 goats. No, maybe that was racist, a little fucking, whatever. But anyway,
No. Black man can't be racist, Ray.
there you go, thank you. You know what I mean? But I want fucking 50 goats to do this fight. And he was like, I had to figure out how to fucking buy 50 goats. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but this is what he wanted. So I got it for him. There are much more humble people, and like maybe like some people that we should all try to aspire to be to.
Well, yeah. I mean, believe you me, bro. Like these dudes are literally building their own towns in Dagestan and putting each other's names as the streets. Fucking Islam said fucking Khabib has a street in his village or in his section of town named after Islam, and the people come to Islam and say, hey, bro, you need to fix this fucking street. If you don't fix it, we're going to put it under someone else's name. And so he said that he has like a small street, but he said that he's going to give Khabib a big street. That way that fool has a big-ass street to fucking maintain. But yeah, you know, so, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, Gaethje could get that itch, you know, to feel like he has to defend. But if he was smart, because I feel like he's already retired. Saying that if I don't get a shot or all retired means you're retired. You don't got the love for it outside of the ultimate incentive. So if he gets this one done, he wins the interim. I know he's not going to settle for that. He's already been an interim champ. He wants he wants to fight for the undisputed. But if he doesn't get that one done, or if he does get it done, I think he should ride off into the sunset and don't even test the waters, because it's just going to get harder. It's going to keep getting harder.
I want to do a completely off-topic subject real fast.
Okay.
Would you guys fucking like watch a Dominic Cruz, Henry Cejudo fight in the PFL? Or even I think they should, I really think they should do it in the UFC.
You're still thinking about that fucking
Bro,
podcast the other day, huh?
I am.
If anybody who's not familiar, Dominic Cruz recently had Herb Dean on his show and basically used it as a way to fucking complain to Herb Dean about Keith Peterson, and then I feel like he tried to line Herb up and make him like talk shit about Keith Peterson or say that if it was him, he would have done things differently. And luckily, you know, Herb stood his ground, but Dominic was definitely baiting him. And then also you can just tell, like, he hasn't fucking let that shit go at all. That
Okay,
loss
so let me
against
give you a little more
Henry, he has
context,
not
folks.
let
I feel
go
like
at all.
maybe if you guys don't know about what Dominic Cruz, Henry Cejudo fight, it was actually the fight before Henry Cejudo retired the first time. It was his last fight before that. And Henry Cejudo, you know, gave him a fucking crazy knee to the face, smacked him in the grill about 12 times after that, and then Keith Peterson stopped the fight.
Dominic Cruz was making his way up to his feet, though.
Supposedly.
He
And
wasn't defending the shots he was taking, but he was making his way up to his feet.
he was making his way up to his feet, but he was not, what is that called? Successfully defending himself, or intelligently defending himself. So that being said, Dominic Cruz has held this grudge against Henry Cejudo in addition to Keith Peterson, and he speaks on it because I ran down the fucking YouTube rabbit hole of fucking Dominic Cruz, and he speaks about it every chance he gets to. And I really feel like Henry Cejudo's last fight, which he just had this last time, should have been against Dominic Cruz. Like, because I think Dominic Cruz would have been a part of that. But that being said, would anybody like to see that if Dominic Cruz comes out of retirement just to fight Henry Cejudo for one more time?
Before I answer that question, shouts out to Queen Angel in the chat. Much love. You don't like my hat? I think my hat's pretty stylish.
Somebody just literally tried to buy this hat off of him up in the bar, like about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
The person that made that hat took them 3 days to make it because it took 2 days to catch the fucking thing. And then one day to make it.
But to get back to your question, yes, I would watch that. I'd watch them fools do a backyard fight.
Can I ask this as another little side quest question?
For sure.
On the same topic.
For sure.
Brandon Moreno and Brandon Royval, both previous fights. I feel like Brandon Moreno was a short stoppage. You know what I mean? He wasn't out. He could have defended himself. You know what I mean? Brandon Royval, I felt his fucking lights went out there for a minute. Legs went out from underneath him. He did gain back conscience after, you know what I mean, getting hit a couple times. These dudes are fighters. You know what I mean? It's what they do. Do you think that was a short stoppage for the Brandon Royval?
I'm going to be honest with you. The Royval, no. And I actually didn't get a chance to see Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira to know, like, if he had, like, a chance. But from what I was hearing from a lot of post-fight stuff, a lot of people said it was going to get worse before it got better. But I guess that's why Moreno's turning it around so fast and is going to be fighting here first quarter here pretty soon. But with Royval, yeah, no, he was out, and I think he knows he knows it was a valid stoppage because that's why he was kind of like, fuck. Like, he knew he fucked up because he let himself get tagged. And he, I keep saying, these fools need to just do what they're supposed to do as opposed to trying to fucking style on cats.
Bro, and I like Royval, bro. Like, and I picked him in this last fight, and he played into the other person's game plan versus his own. That's all. That's the only way he lost. Like, Royval should have absolutely won this fight. He just played into Homeboy's fucking style of fighting. Mm-hmm. Take him down. You have the jits. You know what I mean? Jits this dude up.
At least threaten it. At least feint. And at least start to put it in their mind that this is the kind of fight they're going to have is a level-changing type of fight.
But the KO itself, I'm a person, like, I didn't think that the KO was a short stoppage just because the way he went out, he was just laid out. Mm-hmm. And in my personal opinion,
he woke up.
Yeah. And I mean, when you go out like that, you know what I mean? The refs, their job is to protect you. I didn't want to see Royval get hit anymore once I saw his eyes are fucking. I didn't want to see anymore. But in trajectory, you look at fight of the year 2 years ago, Matt Schnell. You know what I mean? Got rocked, dropped, fucking put under way far dire circumstances. He was way, you know what I mean, underdogged and pulled it out and ended up fucking winning. Mm-hmm. But he was given the opportunity to turn it around. So, I mean, how do we even this out and give everybody a fair playing field? Because Matt Schnell's got his fight of the year because he was given the opportunity to, come back from fucking being fucked up.
There's always going to be human error. And the only way we get rid of human error, unless you guys want to
have a robot, AI fucking do the reffing?
Yeah. Basically, well, you took away my fucking steam, but whatever.
Robot fucking accidentally rips your arm off trying to break the fucking fight up.
Well, you got to have some kind of implant, right? Like, we've all seen the movies. Or there's an implant in your neck that just basically has a health bar. Like, this dude's about to die.
Heartbeat decreasing.
All right, heartbeat decreasing. Fucking.
How crazy would that be? It would know, like, right before you're gonna pass out, so it doesn't even take the chance and stops it at a slightly earlier time to where nobody's getting tapped out, arms aren't getting broken. You know what I mean?
might call this segment side note because these conversations can go all over the place. Because if y'all really want, I actually went down a small little rabbit hole of my own yesterday. And was getting hip to what really all goes into, like, the data tracking in the NFL. And it's fucking ridiculous, bruh.
Yeah, they track how big your hands are.
Bruh.
What your arm span is.
But in game as well, like your pads and shit, it's tracking how many fucking hits you've taken, how many, like how long you've been running, freaking, like it's oh, go ahead.
How else do you write the script?
Wildin'. Wildin'.
No, we don't do that. We don't even train that.
Real quick in the chat, we got Cesar Marin said, nobody tried to buy that hat. Why y'all hate, man? I'm about to stock up. Y'all don't even know, bro. This is about to be the new fitted for me real quick. Y'all better chill. At least until I get a haircut.
Hey, we got to cut some holes on the side so you can stick your legs through.
My guy also says Roy Vol got knocked out fair and square.
For sure.
He got walked down by 2 dudes consecutively. He is now going to be a gatekeeper because he was not disciplined.
Only half of that statement's true. If he's not disciplined, I agree, but he's too young to be a gatekeeper. I mean, come on. This dude's been fighting for a long time, got a ton of fight experience. He has at least 3 title runs, I think, in him to go make it up there, get knocked down, make it up there.
I think, kind of like what we said about Gaethje. He needs to continue to round out his game.
Sure.
He needs to be a threat anywhere that the fight goes. Like, you have to be worried about anywhere the fight goes because that's what makes Pantoja great. He's going to stand up with you, and he might get the best of you on the feet. Pantoja? Yeah.
He used to fight?
Damn, we gonna do him like that already? My boy didn't even really lose the title like that. We're already gonna do him like that?
I don't know your Pantoja.
Damn, I can't believe you're gonna do him like that.
I feel like Father Time got the best of that. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, bruh. I had heard a take from MMA Fighting, Mike Heck. He said people ain't gonna like this, but Joshua Van legitimately won that title. He made him have to brace for impact for a fall, and that elbow came out. If he didn't do that, that wouldn't have happened. Therefore, it's still a TKO loss. And I was like, I didn't like it, but I do have to accept it that if you're gonna lose by injury, then hey, however that injury occurs, you can't, like Dana White said, there's no bad way to win a title.
Can I say something though? This is the truth nobody wants to fucking accept. If the roles were reversed and it was Pantoja that caught that kick and they would have flung Joshua Van to the ground like that, because of Father Time, how much years there is, the amount of years more seasoned, you know what I mean, Pantoja is, we wouldn't even be talking about this. That would never have happened to Josh Van, because Josh Van's fucking, 23? It just wouldn't have happened to him like that.
Pantoja did fuck his arm up, though, in a motorcycle accident, so that
Same
arm was
arm?
already compromised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
just a note.
But still, you're bringing that to the table to a championship fight. You've beat plenty of other champions and really good fighters with the same stipulation of a compromised arm. I mean, is that his kryptonite? Van fucking figured out? Grab him by his arm and shove him to the ground and fucking
Make him brace himself for a fall. Just push him down. That fool's an old person. He's like a senior citizen.
Pewter.
Y'all doing him like that?
Hey.
Y'all giving him senior citizen status?
The way that
Just push him
Pewter
down.
Jan likes to sit there and do them leg sweeps and put him on the ground, he wouldn't last.
Push him over.
This is a fucking dog shit conversation right now. I'm not even sure why the fuck I'm even entertaining it at this point.
I feel like we're hitting some feelings.
Nah, because this is dumb. Like,
When you get to your next topic, I just want to ask, bro, what are we doing here? What are we sipping on? We got a lot of drinks on the table, y'all, but in particular, my guy is over here real fancy.
This is probably
with
the only non-alcoholic drink that we have at the freaking table right now. Okay?
it. I got some water, bro.
Oh, okay,
Come
my
on,
bad.
man.
I thought that was Ray. I thought that was Ray's water. He puts shots of whiskey in his water too.
that don't even make sense, but okay.
But yeah, I mean,
Queen Angel says that's a fruity ass looking drink.
Wow. You know what? That's the price I pay to drive home safe, okay? Fuck all y'all.
Yeah, man. Stay in school.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive. Click it or ticket.
Don't be like Ray. No, be like Ray, but don't be like Ray.
You know what? Hey, man, fuck you. Yeah, check this out. No one's drinking old fashioned. I'm drinking. There's a shot special here, $6 for a beer and a whiskey. You know what I mean?
Perfect time to advertise, Ray. Tell us about it more.
I do that
At the great
at historic whiskey bar.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Whiskey Bar, letting us shoot.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Beer and a shot. You know what I mean? $6.
Is it the same price on Thursdays as it is the rest of the week?
Every day, all day. Like there's no like hours or nothing weird.
I like the consistency of this bar.
Every day that ends in Y.
Every day that ends in Y. And every hour that I was gonna say every hour that ends in PM, but obviously there's like an AM, like a 1 AM, but whatever, you know what I mean? Is what it is.
5 p.m. somewhere is what you're saying, right?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
What the fuck was that?
My man's buzzed.
My guy says on my end says, hey, no offense, an old fashioned is a good baller drink. Hey, I don't think my brother is taking any offense to the drink. I think he was saying, are you an old fashioned drinker? Is that what you were saying?
No, I don't drink them. I don't drink them. They're not that they're not good. They're great drinks. That's a delicious ass drink. But I feel like an asshole ordering them because it takes a long time for the bartender to make them. And it's like, oh, you want an old fashioned? Thanks, fuckface. I got like 30 other people at the fucking bar, and you want me to fucking wipe the rim with a little bit of orange, and then you want me to put a little bit of bitters and a little bit like it's a lot to make that shit. It's like baking a cake almost.
She's like,
Give people a little bit of insight to your background, Ray Bucks. Once story time.
Story time. Ray Bucks, once upon a time, you know what I mean, was a bartender. Ray Bucks, once upon a time, was a door guy. Once upon a time, was a bar back, an expo. He's built wind turbines, fucking asphalt. Oh shit! Like just cars, just a lot of things. And so, you know what I mean. I have a lot of entries in to industries, and I respect them all. I just respect hard work for hard people, and I get it. It is what it is. Nah, man. I said people.
You said hard people.
See, you made me have to stop. I had to stop because I was about to say some shit.
He left out. He was a fluffer.
Nah, never
Google
that.
fluffer.
Whatever, yo.
The legend says, damn right we don't. Or, you damn right I don't, because we ballers.
That's right. Fucking Cesar ain't my guy, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Y'all got to tap in with me and my boy, man, or you got to go follow him on IG, you know? Fucking, my guy, not only does he have the vision, but he's a cool-ass dude to talk to. Like, super cool dude, somebody that I know.
Doesn't he have a channel?
Yeah, he has a channel. Make sure you subscribe. He's always giving out his parlay builds for the NBA, NFL, UFC. Like, he does it all. And one thing I know is that literally, if we was at the bar watching these fights, we would all fucking have a time. I promise you.
I got a
We'd
real
have
quick
a
question.
time.
A question or a statement in the question. Statement. Cheers to you, Cesar Marin. Go ahead and take this beverage. That's how I know you're not fancy there, Darren. You gotta drink with a pinky out, my boy.
No, you gotta grab it from underneath and cup it like.
That's right. You know why you do that? You know what I mean? This is my bartending experience.
It's easier to
control
the liquid.
Absolutely not. That's not the reason. It's because you don't want to warm up the liquid that's in the glass. So you don't want to cup it from underneath, right? You're only doing that when you're cupping balls. So I understand why you do it, but
Hey, that's
Next time,
when you.
just
That's
grab,
just when you
next
cut
time,
balls.
just grab the stem.
That's just when you cut
next
balls.
time, just grab the stem. Anyway,
Hey,
that
that's
is
just
a-
when you cut balls. You eat your hot dogs like that.
you just
I'm like
you
this.
just swallowed.
I'm like this. Hey, I'm like this, breaking it in half and tossing it in my mouth. Your head on like this.
Even know how to break it in half and toss it in my mouth.
Wild as fuck, yo. Anyway,
So I chew it off the side of my cheek, dog.
wild as fuck, my boy. Oh, hey, fucking says something. He comes the balls.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, what was I? I mean, I was saying something.
I don't know. It was right after. Yeah, right after you told us how to cut balls.
Yeah, you were talking about why you don't order old fashions and how you have respect for the working person, but you ended up saying, hard people, and then we found ourselves here, and I'm trying to get us back, but y'all just
It was a slippery slope.
It was a slippery slope. You mean? Anyway, yeah. Obviously, I've done a lot of things, been a lot of places. It's good shit. So that's why I generally don't order an old fashioned unless it's a dead bar. But it is a delicious drink to order if you're sitting there and there's like 3 other people there. Have a good time. Why not?
Are you guys checking out that Jake Paul fight tomorrow night? Hey, can I say something?
I'm going to.
You see the size of them motherfuckers standing up next to each other face to face?
doesn't even make sense.
Josh is beating the fuck out of this dude.
I'm gonna put it this way. I'm allegedly going to illegally stream it just to watch Anderson Silva fight Tyron Woodley.
Yeah.
I think Anderson Silva might fuck him up, bro. To
He should.
totally honest, because Tyron Woodley is so gun shy that Anderson could literally just beat him off of volume alone. But I don't know if he's gonna knock him the fuck out, but he might win a fucking decision fight against Tyron Woodley because Tyron Woodley doesn't fucking throw any shots because he's always looking for that motherfucker to put you out. That by the time he does finally land something, it's like, damn, bro, you decided to open up at fucking 3 minutes left in the third round or fucking whatever the last round is, or you just get fucking K'd by Jake Paul, which I don't even know how you come back from that.
But this is the question we're asking, right? Is this going to be a legitimate fight? Like, is the whole card compromised because it's a Jake Paul card? Or is it a card where at least Tyron Woodley versus fucking Anderson Silva is a real fight?
I mean, it's hard to sell it as a real fight because they're not. I mean, technically they're MMA fighters. They're not. You know what I mean? They're made to finish people and put people out. They're not technically made to, just use their hands. That's why it's kind of crazy to see like these MMA fighters want to transition.
I think that the fights are legitimate, up underneath the Jake Paul Joshua fight. I think they're all legitimate unless somebody goes into business for themselves.
Sure.
Or somebody gets approached and is like, you know what?
If they paid this, if the sports
Sure,
paid
why
the
not?
same, you think we'd still have so many MMA fighters transitioning over to boxing? If the pay was the same?
Oh, hell no. It'd be opposite. I think you'd have boxers going over to MMA after a while just because, or you just have dudes just continuously hopping the fence, depending on where they started their career at. You have MMA fighters who started MMA crossing over to boxing, and then you'd have the boxers, seeing their last days in the boxing ring going over to MMA to try and resurge. But it's definitely going to be the harder transition for the boxer going to MMA than it is for the MMA fighter going to boxing.
I think the days of boxing are over. Not completely over, like there's not going to be any more boxing.
I think there's been a revival with this whole Jake Paul thing because it's bringing a lot of viewers and a lot of people that weren't watching boxing before because it was phasing out. Now it's kind of interesting. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of excited to watch Joshua fucking knock out Jake Paul.
I think it's just one of those things where
I think the future of it will be the champion of a boxing class fight a champion of a UFC class, all out MMA, of course. I mean, But it'd be interesting to see a fucking boxer try to give a heavy flow of, you know what I mean? Because there's only a certain amount of shots you're gonna take from a boxer, and their gloves are smaller, you know, in the UFC. So it's gonna be a lot different for both fighters. But I feel like just standing there, like there's a high probability he's gonna sleep you for a
Yeah.
professional boxer. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, fuck yeah. No, for sure. I just think that so with boxing, I feel like the sideshow aspect is what's really going to start to be the predominant like production.
aspect.
Yeah, just like the celebrity boxing type shit where you got these personalities coming in to fight each other, like a Jake Paul going up against Anthony Joshua.
I think it's legit a good matchup for a UFC fighter to fight a professional, like a championship boxer. Because think about it, championship boxer, he wants to be this close to you all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And because when you're that close to somebody, that's what you're in fighting range, and any further than that, you're in somebody's kicking range. So it benefits a boxer to be that fucking close up. Phone booth boxing the whole time.
I think what you guys are forgetting that Zuffa boxing now, under Dana White, is the last Canelo fight, the last biggest fight that there was. So that being said, boxing is done. When I said that's all I was trying to really get back to is boxing is done under the boxing way of going it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
no,
going about
the
it.
actual
And so,
the essence of the sport of boxing is done. is
no,
what
the
you're
essence
saying.
of the shitty fucking business of boxing is done.
Yeah, but like actual, just like the sport of boxing and the best fighting each other in different weight classes of boxing has seen its last days.
No, I'm not saying that. Like, and I'm not sure why you keep putting that into me. What I'm telling you is,
Whoa.
fucking,
The shitty promotion and the city manager.
there's no bad promotion. There's no more Don Kings. There's no more fucking Money Mayweather promotions. None of that shit. You know what I mean? You got these, like, weird little YouTubers doing that shit, but that's over. Because Dana White's going to absorb them. Like, it's going to be Zuffa boxing, and then that's it. And that's the only way you're going to be able to box in Vegas at that point. That being said, boxing's going to get better. They're going to lose money. Like, there's not going to be, I don't think, the million or the $100 million fucking like title bouts or 300 million, like the actual dollars of sport for it.
Yeah.
Didn't believe it at all.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm not trying to say that you're saying boxing's dead. I'm saying that, okay, for instance, there's the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is like, so in the NFL, those guys do their thing and it's exclusive to who you are being the best in the NFL. So what I'm saying is with boxing, are you saying like that basically the sport of boxing in terms of just like dudes matching up against each other and you know, number one contender, champion, you know, and then rankings down below, are you saying that is going to like kind of have to like burn down and revive itself as a sport again, as like its own sport? You know what I mean? Like
It already has. So this is
you
what
know
I'm
how
saying.
like UFC is UFC, but it has like other organizations, but it's all MMA, right?
Sure.
That's what I'm talking about with the boxing. There's the WBO, WBC, Ring Magazine. Like there's all these cats, but it's all under the banner of boxing. Are you saying that basically all that has to kind of like fucking like die and then kind
It's
of rise
dead.
from the ashes again?
Oh, it's already fucking dead.
So it's almost like it has to go underground again.
We're
to
talking about
become
Zuffa boxing,
commercial
right?
again.
Like, so, who's the greatest boxer right now? Right now,
Terrence
like,
Crawford, he just retired.
cool. Who's the second greatest boxer?
I mean,
Javante
you
Davis.
could say
Depends on what weight
Canelo
class.
or Usyk, shit like that.
I'd say Canelo. Canelo's one of the older boxers. You know what I mean? Done a lot of shit. Like,
But based upon skill set or accolades or name power, star power, what do you saying?
star power, we're talking about Canelo. Canelo's one of the people that fought Mayweather, right? Mayweather, if we're going to talk about actual, like, the greatest boxers, like, right now living, fucking, it's got to be Mayweather because he can bring the star power if he wants to walk into the ring at any point in time.
I think it's backwards though, the trajectory, because they're trying to have these MMA fighters go do boxing and try to make a name in boxing. I think the future is going to be seeing somebody, one of these main boxers, go and train and try to convert over to UFC. I think it'd be dope to see somebody like Gervonta Davis or Teofimo Lopez, or you know what I mean, one of these guys convert over to jiu-jitsu or wrestling and try.
Let me tell you this. I think it might have been Taporia. It might be somebody else that I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure it was Taporia. And he said, you know what? I have a wrestling background. And he was like, I will tell everybody who's ever looking to get in the UFC, get your wrestling background first and then do boxing, because boxing's far easier than wrestling. And he was like, because if you're gonna be a boxer and then try to learn to wrestle, you're never gonna be able to get it done. You know what I mean? So that being said, like, I don't think you're gonna see this crazy transition over there because it just doesn't make any sense.
I just think there's a fucking like a white fucking unicorn, or like some unicorn fighter boxer that's gonna be like the next big thing. Like, see
Yeah,
somebody
it
have
was
some
it was fucking
success.
Bitcoin. It was fucking Bitcoin to go, oh yeah, I'm Conor McGregor, and I'm gonna fucking beat people up here, and then I'm gonna fucking fight Mayweather, and I'm gonna make $300 million. That shit's gone.
Yeah.
It's done. Or McGregor cashed out. He fucking did.
They
You know what I
just
mean?
put on a show. That wasn't like a clash of titans.
I get it, but it was a clash of money, and he got a whole lot of it, and now he's fucking bitches on yachts and shit. Like, I'm telling you, that's over. That's done. There's not gonna be any more of these fucking $100 million fucking fights anymore.
There'll be
Gervonta
another
Davis,
fighter bigger
Gervonta
than
Davis,
Hogan.
Devontae Wilder. Those are pretty much the last two fighters you ever want to see to make like that kind of money.
I'm gonna have to disagree with Deontay Wilder. I think he hit his peak and is on his downslide right now
Absolutely.
because it's only so much freaking just being a fucking power fucking bomb throwing ass motherfucker can take you without no real technique. And then you got a dude like Tyson Fury who touches you up and just makes you look foolish. And Deontay Wilder hasn't looked the same in a while. But what I would say in terms of names that are going to potentially have to carry the torch for the boxing's fucking namesake and sports sake, yeah, you got Canelo still in there. You got Usyk still in there. You got Joshua still in there, but he's even a little
some of these
shaky.
kids that are up on the upcoming, the Vargas family, the
I mean, you
Carmel
got
Mountain.
you got Callum. What is it? Callum Walsh or whatever his name was that beat Fernando Vargas's junior's or Fernando Vargas's son.
Yeah.
That fight was a fucking that was a snooze fest. But you know, he's Dana White's dude. You know, up underneath the Zuffa boxing promotion. So like they tried to give him a good spot, but really both of those guys weren't ready for that spot. And it's like kind of what Cesar Marin says here. He's like, the undercards are better than the main event.
Sure,
You know?
for sure.
And that's usually how it goes, you know. With
Even with the UFC, a lot of those fights, if you watch the undercards, man, those guys are trying to finish each other. They're not trying to, how do you say, they're not trying to not lose. They're trying to fucking win.
oh yeah, there's definitely some main event duds for sure. I mean, most notably, even just recently, that Pantoja Van fight was just so underwhelming, man, because Pantoja came out to fucking do work.
Yeah.
And, you know, just to have it end so unceremoniously like that was just like, damn, man. And, you know, the Merab Jan fight was good, but I think people were even deflated from that because they really wanted to see Merab put on a show.
Right.
But instead they just watched him get shut down for fucking 5 rounds. And, you know, the dude that strikes, he's not necessarily, you know, that knockout kind of dude, you know, and
Sure.
he was having to stay so much on his P's and Q's that the offense was limited, you know, still enough to get the job done, but definitely limited to actually start opening up and maybe putting a hurting on Merab. He had to make sure he didn't give him no space to climb back into the fight, so it kind of made it a little underwhelming as well as, like, you know, the last, you know, fucking pay-per-view fight of 2025. But I mean, that's kind of how it goes. Yeah, the main events, they get so hyped up that if they underdeliver, you end up having to look back to the prelims to feel like, where did I find that fucking
That
oh
banger
shit
of a
moment?
fight.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think. I think next year, moving into next year, the trajectory of all these upcoming fighters that they have coming into the UFC, I feel like it's going to be a good big turning of a lot of fighters we're used to seeing fight all the time, and we'll see them maybe once this next year. And we're going to see a lot of upcoming talent, breaking through. And I'm excited for the next year, moving forward.
Well, I mean, I think this last card was that, right? Like, the last card was getting rid of, like, not getting rid of, but, like, you know what I mean? Upcoming fighters versus, like,
Shuffling the deck.
shuffling the deck. Exactly. That's a great way to put it. Um, and I think the UFC does that every year. In my opinion, like, as long as I've been watching this,
I think fighters have some of the shortest lifespan. MMA fighters have some of the shortest lifespan in terms of career tenure
the only people that I think have shorter lifespans than
at a high level, I guess, too.
MMA fighters are NFL running backs. That's probably the only set of people that are at the top level of their sport that have a lower lifespan.
I would agree with that. Getting your fucking legs chopped down every fucking Sunday for fucking years on end and practices and you're just walking in general, just being an upright human being.
For sure. So, I don't know what else you got. What other things on your mind there, Cam?
I would say the only other thing that's really stuck out to me that I really wanted to touch base on was just the structure of this card in general for 324, y'all. Like I said, is this card fucking like a dynamite card, or is it just that it's gonna be the first card of the Paramount era, the first pay-per-view of the year, first fight card of the year after 6 weeks? Like, is that what the UFC is playing off of? Were they not able to make some things go through, so this is what we ended up getting? I know we just talked about the Taporia stuff, so that definitely played a factor. But, like, is this a solid card, or is it just going to be good enough to hold us over until they really start cooking after this first quarter starts to, work itself through?
I feel like this is a card of bad blood. I feel like there's fights on here that weren't even wanted. There's a trajectory of a fighter that's on the climax right now, on the upcoming. He wasn't even supposed to be the next guy to fight him. It just got kind of happened behind Dana White's back out in the call out. So I feel like Dana White's not necessarily trying to give him an easy task. You know what I mean? Justin Gaethje isn't no walk up. I could have given him a better fighter though. Like if I don't know, I think this is a start to a great year. I mean, I think it's Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. This can be a banger of a fight. Somebody's gonna go out.
What's your, I guess, letter grade, or from 1 to 10, how do you rate this as a main event and or just a fight in general?
I'd give this a B. I'd give it like a B minus card, because there could be better fighter in there that could give Pimblett a better fucking shot at losing. You know what I mean? But the odds are all going to reflect. You know what I mean? The odds reflect the fucking card, in my opinion. When you go looking at the DraftKings and you're seeing these plus 600 and plus 800 fighters up in a negative fucking 1,000 or 10,000, it's just like, come on. Like, who's putting these fights together? But there hasn't been a whole lot of that. A few fights here and there, but it won't be until I feel like the DraftKings come out and that we'll be able to see, you know what I mean, how fucking shitty of a card. Because I think what they do on the DraftKings depicts how the shitty of a card is going to be, right? How hard or easy it is going to be to be predictable and try to make money.
For sure. Same question to you, bro. How do you feel about this card, and how do you judge, rate, or grade Gaethje versus Pimblett, especially as a main event of a pay-per-view for an interim title fight or just a fight in general? Like, How do you feel about this fight?
What are we doing? Are we doing 1 through 10, fucking
What do
8
you,
through?
he did a B. He did a B. He gave the fight a B.
Gave
So
it
do
a
you want to
B.
do a letter grade or you want to do a 1 to 10?
I'll give it a B minus. I mean, maybe a C plus, somewhere in there, that little area.
What about the card in general?
The card in general, I'll give that a B, just a straight B. Like
Okay.
it's not a bad card. If again, we're sweats. You're a sweat. You're a sweat. I'm a sweat. Like, you know what I mean? Like we follow this shit every fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
First fight to the main event.
first fight to the main event, right? Like you're gonna sit in your seat. You're gonna have your beer in your fucking hand as you watch this. So that being said, like, I think it's a great fight. I think it's a great fight to start the year. And that being said, like I'm not mad at it. Absolutely not. So
Same to you. How do you feel about this? What's the grade on the card?
The card itself, yeah, I'd probably go like a C, C minus. You know what I mean? Not nothing. See, for me, it's emotion, right? There's not a whole lot of emotion or bad blood in this. If it was like Sarukian versus Pimlet, that would be, you know what I mean, an upgrade for the card, right? Puts my emotions in there because I know Sarukian wants to destroy Patty, vice versa.
well, we're talking about the rest of the card, like the Pimblett, Gaethje part of it. Leave that out. Oh, you were already doing that.
No. He was. I think what he was saying was. I think what he was saying was that like the card is meh overall, but the main event somewhat makes up for it, but still could be better.
Sure. Absolutely.
Real quick, then I just want to touch on one other thing because I thought that this was wild. So the reason why I ask your guys' thoughts on this card is because okay, we got Gaethje and Pimblett at the top. We have Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes co-main event, which arguably I'm gonna say this. I think they should have been the main event. I don't know how y'all feel. I know it's a women's fight. I know but it's a women's undisputed title fight with actual women who, finish or at least try to fucking, do work. This fight's been brewing for a long time. They used to be former training partners, Well, this is Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes.
That's on the card.
Yeah, it's the co-main.
Real quick. You're saying Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes should be a better.
I think it should be at the top of this card as opposed to Gaethje and Pimblett. To be honest, I know that sounds a certain type of way, but I think structure-wise, this is an undisputed fight as opposed to an interim fight. And Amanda Nunes does work.
The likeliness and the things that Cameron Utica just said does not reflect the views and opinions of Guaranteed. Okay, Justin Gaethje, I don't agree with that. I feel like he's still exciting fighter to watch. We live in his fucking hometown. Okay, let's put some respect.
He's from Arizona.
No, but he lives out of here. Put some respect on his name.
I
would not.
Yes, I respect Justin Gaethje absolutely, but like, I don't give a fuck if he lives out here. Like, I mean, that don't mean nothing. Like, I'm gonna be caught by him.
I don't think Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison. It's not gonna be a finished fight. It's gonna be a decision. Both women are really tough. I just don't feel like. I mean, the Patty Pimblett and the Patty Pimblett fight. You have a higher chance of a finish, right? That's what we're here to watch. That other one, like Amanda Nunes, she's an old fan favorite. How long has she been out? For fucking, you know what I mean? 3 years, yeah. So there's gonna be some ring rust, as my partner fucking Ray would say. So there's not gonna be an exciting fight.
You don't think so, huh?
No.
Okay, my bad, y'all. My bad. How do we feel about the featured bout on the night? Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. Is that a featured fight for the
like
first UFC pay-per-view?
Yeah, they're feeding Song Yadong to fucking O'Malley.
Yeah. Like, here you go, my boy. Like,
What the fuck are we talking about
enjoy
here?
yourself.
You think they're setting up O'Malley versus Jan too before
Absolutely.
they get to Marab, the
I-
rematch with Marab?
I feel like they're gonna set Jan up with the fight that he's probably already lost before Or that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I think that would be a perfect. I mean, you could totally justify it, right? Because I mean, if it was a decision,
Wait, are we
we
talking
wanna
about
see
Young?
it.
Wait, Young's gonna win or lose?
Peter Yan lost to Sean O'Malley
Sean O'Malley.
prior, so I'm asking if this Song Yadong fight is a setup to get him a rematch with Peter Yan again before they run the Yan Marab rematch back.
No, fuck no. Like O'Malley's gonna fight Young first. Like, what are we talking about? Are you? But shit doesn't even make sense because like O'Malley has beat Young, right?
Controversially in a split decision.
Okay.
I thought he lost.
I agree.
But like, why wouldn't you make that in the next fight? Like, that makes the most sense.
Because you can't just alley oop a fighter like fucking Sean O'Malley. Isn't he coming off of a loss?
Yeah, he lost to Marab.
Yeah, so he has
That's what I'm saying,
absolutely
he's
no.
gonna whip it. He's gonna
No. You're trying to give these guys entitlements because they've held belts 2-3 fights ago. It's not fucking happening. It wouldn't
right.
make sense to just give him a fight with Jan.
All right,
That'd be a
y'all.
slap in the face with Jan, right? Just to have a fighter next be like, hey, you just won the belt. We knew you just lost to this fucking dude. Oh, here you go. You know what I mean?
Dude, like, I'm saying, if he wins, you're telling me if O'Malley wins, he doesn't get a fucking fight against him?
Oh, for sure.
He shouldn't. He doesn't deserve it. But he'll get it.
He should have to go on like a 2-fight.
He doesn't deserve it, but he'll get
got
it.
With Cam. He should have to beat at least two
I didn't realize-
of the top 10 fighters in the fucking top 10 in order to get a shot at Jan.
You fucking you O'Malley fan like that or what? I didn't realize this.
I don't even like
Take your hat
O'Malley
off.
like
Let's
that,
see
but,
your
like,
hair.
I don't like them. I don't like O'Malley. You know what I mean? But like, he deserves his shot. Like, he's not a bad fighter.
How?
I mean, how is he not a bad fighter?
How does he deserve a shot? Nobody says he's a bad fighter.
He's like 2-3 in his last fucking fight.
Name a fight he's come through that he didn't put a full camp in. He just put the time in. He came in the last 2 weeks just to fucking save a card.
Maybe he's like 3-2. Actually, my bad.
You know what I mean? I guarantee you he's never came in last minute to fucking save a card. He's all about winning his fucking fights.
No, he actually makes other fools come in fucking on
Yes.
short notice to
Yes.
fight him. That's what he did with Aljo.
And he can't
That's how
even-
he got the title.
And the fucking guy with the, what's his name, with the green hair, the one he couldn't finish? No, did
oh,
he?
Chris Matino.
Yes, sir. Came
I think
in
he
last
finished
minute.
him.
No, he didn't.
No, he knocked him the fuck out, bro.
He beat. I mean, he beat his face and he didn't finish him.
I think you're thinking about Cheeto Vera.
No.
He beat the shit out of Cheeto Vera.
No, it's the guy with the. He was like a teacher or some shit like that, like a jiu-jitsu teacher or whatever. Came in, stood there with O'Malley. O'Malley fucked him up clearly, but O'Malley couldn't finish him in the 3 rounds. And I mean, the dude didn't look like he was going out. Like he had no intention on going out. But I see where you.
Real quick to run down more of this card before I get to one more thing I want to touch on just in general that kind of just talks about this card in general. We got, so after the O'Malley Song Yadong fight, we got Waldo Cortez Acosta up against Derek Lewis, banger.
Yep.
Arnold Allen versus
You ain't gonna
Jean
like to hear what I gotta
Silva,
say about that. But whatever.
banger.
Arnold Allen versus who?
Jean Silva,
Gene Silva?
yeah.
Nah, you know what?
That's gonna
Fuck
be a
that shit.
banger.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna interrupt you, my G. We're talking about the last 2 times he lost was fucking against Marab Really twice. Mm-hmm. He didn't lose against fucking Song Yadong. Like, that's coming up. But again, like, he lost against.
Peter Yan.
No, he.
Well, we
didn't.
think he lost. He won, but
Right.
he should have lost.
Yeah.
He, like, he didn't, bro. Like, that's not a thing.
I get it. He lost to Marab twice, but that's what I'm saying. He's had 2 title shots already off of winning one against Aljo on some fucking funny-ass circumstances. Like, he don't deserve to just keep getting put in the fucking title fights just because he's Sean O'Malley. Like, he needs to earn that
beat
shit.
Fucking Aljamain in the second round, bro. Like, what do you want?
I get it because Aljamain. Hey, let me
I
say
don't
this
even
first.
like this dude.
Aljamain fucking fucked himself because he did the same thing. He played into where this dude's wheelhouse is. He should have started taking him down and folding him up, just like Marab ended up doing. So it is what it is. But I just want to run. Let's run down this card a little bit more. We got Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva, banger fight. I think we all can agree on that. Sure. We got Michael Johnson going up against Alexander Hernandez. Banger fight. That's going to be good. We got Nikita Krylov going up against Modestas Bukauskas. Banger fight. Umar Nurmagomedov against Davidson Figueiredo, which I think that's a part of the main card. I don't know, though. That one may fall out of the main card. I'm not sure. What did you say, though?
So they're just feeding him to that dude.
Ooh, Figueiredo, you feeding him to Nurmagomedov?
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Umar is like, I think he's a little overrated, and I think he's kind of like a softie, and I say that with the most respect. I think he's like a really nice guy. I don't think he has like violence in him. He's just been raised in Dagestan where it's either fucking fight, wrestle, or I don't even know. I don't even know if anybody's even allowed not fight or wrestle in Dagestan. Like the way that I've seen it broken down to me, like from like, just like the way that they kind of profile these guys is like that's literally a part of life. Like as a kid, you will at some point wrestle or fucking fight.
Sounds great.
Anyway, we got Ateba Gautier going up against Andre Puliev. That's going to be a good fight. We got Alex Perez going up against Charles Johnson. Another good fight. But this brings me to the third fight on the card, y'all. And I think that this is wild work. And you tell me whether you think it's wild work or not. We got Natalia Silva going up against Rose Namajunas as the third fight of the prelims.
A little bit disrespectful to fucking Rose.
I think that's fucking wild that this isn't either the featured prelim or the main card opener or somewhere on the main card. Like, this still has like title implications on it. Like the winner of this, I don't know.
They need to take Kayla Harrison and the Amanda Nunez and fucking put them on the prelim. And I put fucking Rose and fucking, you know what I'm saying?
You're fucking wildin', bruh. You just said no disrespect and then just went full disrespect.
That's the first thing that somebody says before they disrespect you.
That's wild work, bruh. I think, out of everything we talked about, this stood out the most to me because I was just like, wow, bro. Like, is it because this card's stacked? Like I said, we just went down all those fights. And do you feel like those fights hold weight over this one?
I don't think so. Some of those fights really don't. No.
It's kind of wild, right? That's what I think.
I feel like a lot of these people are tuning in to watch some of these girls, Natalia Silva, especially Mama Nama Nunez. You know what I mean? She's got her own big fan base. That's crazy to put them down like that low in the prelims.
Yeah.
I mean Rose has already done it as far as you could go, as far as fighting for titles and winning them. So, yeah, I mean that's disrespect.
How do you feel? We were talking about Rose Namajunas going up against Natalia Silva as the third fight of the prelims on this card. Do you think all those fights that I ran down prior to that hold weight over this one? Is this a good placement for that fight?
It is. Sorry, like Rose Mama Yunez. You know why I love her, Caleb. Hey, with that being said, like she does not have that heart in her anymore. She doesn't have that dog in her anymore. Like, has she been a great fighter? Of course she has. You know what I mean? She's amazing, but at the end of the day, she's just not on this same level. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing. Like she's at some point you age out. The same way that Ronda Rousey aged out. You age out at some point. It is what it is. And like,
you think it's time for some OnlyPants?
She's never gonna do no OnlyPants. That's my Nama. That's my Mama Eunice. But no, she's never gonna do that. I think she's fucking beekeeping or some weird shit out in like Thornton or Golden or whatever. But yeah, that is what it is.
Well, all right, gents. I mean, unless y'all have anything else you'd like to say, is anything else we'd like to touch on?
I'm good. I think we've talked about a lot of good things to come in the near future. Um, I think we should get Ray's opinion before he gets thirsty again.
I'm just gonna say like it's been a great time. I'm really excited to have fucking Darren on the team.
You already know, baby.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate y'all.
My bad, I missed that. My bad, I missed that. But
Nah.
man, it's been such a fun move, a fun ride. Like yo, like just you know what I mean. At one point, it was me and my bro in a fucking like a spare bedroom with a fucking a weird fucking like feet poster in front of us. You know what I mean? But hey,
It
shouts
was
out.
sneakers.
Yeah, sneakers. Shouts out, Pedro. We did appreciate that shit though. I did appreciate that because it did give us aesthetic. Um, but in addition to that, like then we've you know what I mean, been able to move it around and like this is good and like this is pretty fucking awesome and shouts out to Whiskey Bar for allowing us to be here. Um,
Absolutely.
it's been a great time. You know what I mean. Beverages are always delicious, and the
I like how the
room.
people are just genuine here. Every single time I've been here, from the bartenders to no matter who it was I was meeting, just friendly. And if I would choose to pick a place to go drink and have a good time on like a low key setting, like a real laid back and like a accepting atmosphere,
Yeah.
this would be the place to be.
So it's always been a good time to me. And this is a good time to be. I mean, I feel like I'm almost ending it out, but I know we're gonna do this shit next week. So like I don't want to end it out like that. I feel like I was trying to.
This is the last one before Christmas, right?
Yeah, this is the last one before Christmas. So I don't know when Christmas falls next week. Is what's today, the 18th or something like that, or the 17th? So 25th, so like 8 days from now. So I don't know what day that falls on, but what I want to say is we we kind of cut things short on the last episode. So first off, I want to cheers my guys for our 84th episode, which marked our last, episode of the year and marks 2 years of us being Bros Talk MMA. We literally started the first event of 2024, and now we're here about to start our first event of 2026. So I just want to send a huge shout out to all of our subscribers and viewers and everybody that's tuned in and supported us over this time. Another huge shout out to Gina and Whiskey Bar for having us here and allowing us to up our aesthetic and game. And I look forward to us, just having more episodes out of this location. And they're going to have 44 events this upcoming year. And then we're only 16 away from our 100th episode, y'all. So we gotta do something special for that one.
All right, so let's talk about this for a second. Today's the 18th, so literally our next episode will be on Christmas Day.
Oh, okay. So it's probably not gonna happen. Probably won't see y'all next week. But the following weeks after, we still do plan to just come here and have more discussions like this. I think this
Probably
was
not.
super dope.
If you want to just know what's going on.
What is New Year's the following fucking Thursday after that too?
Yep.
Some bitch.
So it goes Christmas Day and then New Year's like the day, not New Year's Eve, but New Year's the day. So
Okay. Well, maybe we do something early, we do something remotely, maybe we don't get here, maybe we just get on the phones and chit chat or whatever. Or y'all take breaks and I'll fucking figure some shit out in the meantime because y'all giving me that face like, I don't know who fuck's gonna talk to you, nigga. It ain't gonna be me.
I'm not to shoot for whatever. I'm not to shoot an episode.
I'm just telling you what it is.
I appreciate you.
What it be, what it look like, player.
Well, folks, with all that being said, Make sure that you like this episode. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel.
Finger that button, baby.
Make sure that you subscribe to my guy, Cesar Martin, the Legends channel. Follow the money. Get hip to his parlays. He has receipts. He's winning on a nightly basis now at this point. I'm literally rocking to parlays as we speak. I got to check my phone here in just a little bit. So make sure you check out my guy. Make sure that you check out Fight Bloodline. Make sure that you check out my guy, Cash Money. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to MMA Mystic, Twan Lorenzo, everybody that tunes in. Queen
Shout
Angel.
Gabriel,
G-Wave.
G-Wave.
Yeah, you know, just shouts out to everybody. It's been a hell of a year.
Thank you for rocking with us. All old people, all new. Anytime, anybody that took time, Selena, thank you for coming out and dropping
Real
by.
shit. Yep.
Anybody that wants to come drop by, no matter
Yeah.
who it is, you want to come drop by, you don't need an invitation. Just show the fuck up. Yeah. It's all love.
Yeah,
And
come through and check out a live
come have
taping,
a
y'all.
Morrison with Ray.
Shouts out R Squared. Shouts out Selena. Shouts out fucking Fatima. You know what I mean?
Shout out Phaedra,
Shouts out Phaedra. Phaedra.
biggest supporter.
Greatest supporter at this point. You know what I mean? Fucking shouts out the tracker.
Real shit. Shouts out the UFC predictions tracker one time, y'all.
I don't
Shouts
know
out
about
my
that.
guy, Robin, with the UFC predictions tracker. That dude's been putting in mad work and putting a lot of these channels on blast. Not in even a bad way, but just, you know, helping us all up our fucking viewership and reach
Subscriptions.
across the platform. Shouts out to the UFC predictions tracker. Real shit.
Not only that, if you're not familiar with the tracker, we have a lot of current fighters. I say a lot, a few current fighters who are kind of doing the same thing we're doing with the podcast and at the tracker. So you can track and see how good or terrible these guys do. It's usually terrible, but it's just something cool. I think it's cool to compare your fight knowledge and what we do to guys who actually do it and kind of see where it lands. And
Oh, this is one thing I wanted to say for like all three of us. I'm going to start tracking, because we did this in the first year. We tracked all our fucking bets and predictions and all that. Next year, starting January, whatever the fucking new shit is, I'm tracking all my shit. You guys should do the same. If you guys don't, I don't give a fuck, but I'm going to track all my shit and I'm going to start talking mad shit when I do it.
And I'm pretty sure it's safe to say I took 2025 this year.
ooh, that comes from the guy in the green. Hey, I finished on top. No Diddy. I went out on top this year.
I'm a politely fucking concede to the fact that maybe he did win. You know what I mean? Because he was at some point green on the tracker. My man did win as well. You know what I mean? I think there was I'll give you 2 times that you won since the time you've been around me. That's solid. Good job.
Back to back like a Drake hit.
Whatever, you know what I mean? I'm trying not to get canceled no more. Anyway,
Hey, I love saying shit to make him cringe, dog.
I love you.
That's-
I love you. I love you. I love you. I think you guys are
Love
gonna
you
you guys
too,
are gonna
man.
win. You guys are you know what I mean, my little proteges and shit. You guys are gonna be good enough. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna be good enough to like follow me and shit. You know what I mean?
So in my book, I have all my picks, so I have all my shit tracked. Technically, you know what I mean?
Then put the numbers up. You know what I mean? Like make a little video, put the numbers up if you want to. I don't even worry about that shit, but I'm gonna worry about it next year. And so when
You
I
better.
worry about it next year,
You better.
I'm gonna want to see all the motherfucking all the shit.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah.
I want to make you.
And
Need
if
to,
you don't,
better get you an
if you
Excel
don't,
spreadsheet, bro.
We're gonna make you start shooting episodes and cut off jean shorts. Daisy Dukes to be fucking exact. You gonna put your money where your mouth is. Come on, you put some not Daisy Dukes, but some cut off jean shorts.
Yeah, you right. I'm about to put my money on my I'm put them on some teddies, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Well, folks, once again, like this episode, subscribe to the channel. Much love if you already have and do. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Bros Talk MMA. If you'd like to be a guest on Bros Talk MMA, make sure that you contact us via email at brostalkmma303@gmail.com, or you can directly message us on TikTok or Instagram at Bros Talk MMA. But yeah, once again, appreciate everybody tuning in. This has been another episode of Bros Talk MMA. I'm your host, Utica, undeniably the illest cat around, aka Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. I'm here with my bro host extraordinaires.
It's your boy Darren T, Mr. Moneymaker, Mr. Never Miss, Mr. Give Me His Belt, Mr. Give Me His Crown. Thank you, Cam. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hold your pants up when you walk, dog.
My pants are up.
A belt's
My
mine.
dick is down.
Belt, whoa. Hey, yo, Bobby.
You're gonna have to run in that to get my crown.
My Lord.
That was actually pretty smooth. I didn't know how that was gonna go, but that was actually pretty smooth. I can't even be mad at that one. That was actually pretty smooth, bro. I ain't even be mad.
With that being said, this has been another edition of Bro Talk MMA.
Till the next time, folks.
We
out.
out.
Hell yeah.